There's still tears some days. Some days it's rough. But for the most part, it's a lot more happiness than it is sadness now. So Emmy was born with what is called Bacterial Association, and that is an acronym for all of the different body systems that can go wrong. Growing up here was actually a lot of fun. We have a very beautiful city, but we're remote. We live north. We don't really have a choice but to travel to London or to southern cities for our daughter's care because we don't have access to things like that in the north. It was my nurse at the hospital that had actually told us about Ronald McDonald. She was like, hey, you guys are really far away from home. Have you ever heard of Ronald? Nope, she called it Ronnie's. That's what we call it now, Ronnie's. Ronnie's is our home away from home. She was the one that told us about it. Let me put in the referral for you guys. And before I was even discharged that day, we got a phone call from Kevin in the family services office telling us that we had a room. But there's been times where we've had to go down for weeks worth of appointments and the house has been full and we've had to stay in a hotel. And there's been times where we've called and said, hey guys, we're on our way down, and they're, yeah, we got a room for you. That typically does not happen these days. The older she gets, we find the need for the house is quite a bit greater. A lot more people need the house. Usually they tell you within 24 to 48 hours, hey, we have a room or we don't have a room. If you're really needing their services, you kind of can't plan your trip until you know whether or not you've actually gotten into the house. And it's because they don't have the room. The house just simply isn't big enough for the need out there. At the Ronald McDonald House, it's normal for your sick kid to be crying at night. She doesn't know that it's 2 o'clock in the morning when her stitches hurt or she needs to get up and go for a stretch. We can do those things at Ronald McDonald. We can't do those things in a hotel. It was welcoming. It was home. When you can't be with your friends or your family or your support system or anybody that you love, they become the people that you love.
One thing for me I really appreciate there is sometimes I can't always go, right, because I gotta work and that's life. I try to get there for all things I can, but when I'm not there, I don't feel worried at all. They kind of just take the stress away for dads. You don't have to worry about your family. They make it a lot easier. Yeah, it's like a safe haven. Yeah, it's a good word for it, safe haven.
Emmy actually looks forward to, Mom, I don't want to go to the hospital. We go to Ronnie's. She knows that she gets to be a kid there. She doesn't have to be a sick kid there. When your kid is sick, you don't care or think about yourself, but the Ronald McDonald houses, they do that for you as a parent. So anything you can do to support them is helpful and means the world to us. The things that Ronald McDonald House has been able to provide our family, and not just physical things, security, support, love, kindness, a shoulder to cry on, they go above and beyond. Being able to go back there after the longest day at the hospital, sometimes you're not back until 2 in the morning, being able to just grab a hot cup of coffee and say goodnight to somebody, that's everything.
Oh, that's the best kind.
Huh? Oh, better one.